Hello! Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We're not in Final Fantasy VII today, and we're certainly not playing Undertale Yellow. We're back in this game! It's been like, what, 4 months since the last time I played this? The gap between this recording and the next recording is going to be substantial, because I'm pretty sure the next thing I'll be recording for Final Fantasy XIV is going to be Dawn Trail. Because it's the last patch before then, and I don't plan on doing all the smaller things between here and there. So, with that in mind, let's make this a good one, shall we? I am Flo Reverie. I am the lead behind this little play we've got going on right now. As you can see on the screen, it is both me and Rahana. It's kind of weird that we're both here at the same time. His hair's a lot darker than my VTuber version, actually. Surprisingly dark. I should have got him a new haircut before we began to stream today. You know what? Why don't we go do that? Let's. I know I'm over here, and we could be doing this. But why don't we do a few small things before beginning, like giving Rahana a small makeover, shall we? Let's head to. Where am I going? Gardania. That'll probably be the closest. No, Rahana, no. Place, there you go. Yeah, let's go to the place, get a new haircut, and a new glamour. Why not? For the final time before jumping into Dawn Trail. I don't know what I'm going to be doing with Dawn Trail in terms of my hairstyle. I will be playing as Rahana. That's something that I do want to point out, that I'm not bringing back Zigbar for 7.0. Rahana isn't a 6.x patch exclusive character. He's now on holiday. He's on permanent holiday. He isn't dead. He's just chilling out back in his home in the first. He's got a lovely beachside cabin, and that's where he's going to live now. It just felt right to give him, you know, some freedom from the trauma, and allow this cat boy to now experience all the trauma instead. Right. I would like to go into my inn so I can change my hair. Forward to this. Been a while. Weirdly, this game is very quiet on OBS. I had to turn up the sound all the way to -8 decibels. Usually games sit on a comfortable -23 or -17, but it's had to go all the way up. Very interesting. Oh, am I gonna have enough money? Am I going to have enough money? What a foolish question. Of course I'm not. You know how much this costs? Oh god, he's naked. Let's put his clothes back on. There we go. So, I'm thinking we go a little bit more... Oh no. What do we go with? There's a lot of different hair colours I can go with. I mean, I think he's had this for the entire all the patches. We can give him some down hair. We can give him like some zigzaggy. Well, I think we use that with Zigbar. I don't have those two hairstyles yet. I mean, I kind of fancy a little bit more of a rugged look. We were already kind of doing a rugged look before. I feel like the only hairstyle that suits Rahana was the one we're on. I quite like that one. Should go with that. Give him a ponytail. Okay. Not changing his hair colour, this is his natural hair colour. So his natural hair colour is the dark parts, but he dyes the tips, as you can see there in the highlights. So we could change the tips a little bit maybe. Go for a white. Go for a black. I mean, I was thinking like going like really light colours for Dawn Trail, like just going all aboard in terms of the beach type episode. I think we'll keep it the same. There's no point changing eyebrows. Lip colour can stay the same. Yeah, we're good. That's what I wanted to do. Yes, ruin me with your hair cutting payments. This is a daylight robbery, sir. I'm okay. Get off my curtain! I was opening my window and the curtain just wouldn't get off me. There we go. He actually looks quite good in this hairstyle. I think this is the only other one that works with him. Vahana has a very interesting design where all other hair colours don't really work. I like that. This is good. Okay, let's go. Back to Ilsabard. Oh, I was going to change my glamour too, wasn't I? Okay, I'll do that myself, and then I'll see you guys in a sec. Bye. Okay, here he is. In all of his glory. He's wearing some jeans, a scruffy suit. I think he's almost ready to go on a holiday. I don't know what I like about this design. I think Vahana hasn't worn these clothes before. I think he's mainly worn his adventuring clothes, but I just thought we'd go a little bit different with 6.55. Why not? Spice it up a little bit before going in the dawn shower where everything's going to become very spicy. Well, hello there, Varshan. I'm ready to continue 6.5. I hope you are too. When one door closes and we immediately see Qual without a hat on. Interesting. Ah, Vahana, one of my clerks is just here with a message for you. The students of Baldesin request your presence in Charlayan at your earliest convenience. In depth as I am to our friends, I had hoped that I too might be of service, but it is you alone that they require. If you've no pressing business, pray make your way to the Baldesian Annex at once. Ojika waits your arrival. Well, that's all of Varshan we get to see in this expansion, I guess. In the meantime, I shall continue showing us the city, from notable landmarks to the people's lives. There is still much and more for her to see. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, so I didn't do it previously, but I didn't really think there would need to be one because I'm pretty sure we're putting the Void storyline aside, at least for the time being. I mean, that's basically done now and complete, with a nice little bow attached to it in the form of Zero. I think that storyline is probably just going to sit there. I don't know if they're going to touch it again, but we'll see. Farewell for now, my friend. I look forward to the day we set foot forth on another adventure together. Yeah, I was going to say not on foot because we're just going to fly everywhere. Rest in peace, adult Varshan's body. It was lost in the void. Right, so we're going to the Baldesian Annex. And I'm glad we're getting right into it. I don't know how long this is going to be. There might be an instance battle, but the key thing to know about 6.55, the 0.55 patches, is they are technically addendums to the 0.5 patch. So basically, this is going to be no trial, no dungeon. This is just going to be a lot of dialogue and some quests and probably an instance battle, I would say. Maybe not even that. They don't always do instance battles for the 0.55 quests, so we'll see. Hello? Oh, Jika, it's nice to meet you. A warm and hearty welcome to you, Vahana. I gather you received our message. Please wait here while I fetch Kral and Graha. Oh, I didn't know Graha would be here. Oh, it changes everything. Oh my god! I didn't even think about this. Taco Cat. Ah! I know I just saw him last patch with the Alliance raids, but he's here! Qual's voice. Downloading. Thank you for coming on such short notice. And forgive us for sending for you so soon after your trials in the Void, to say nothing of your grueling battle against the 12. Now then, we aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Erenville. He stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. What are you talking about? Also, I like how Kral says it hasn't been too long since the last time I was here, yet Vahana's over here having new drip and a new hairstyle out of nowhere. It's been a few months, Kral, you can just say that. I imagine you're as surprised as we are, given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must be necessitated a change in his plans. All he would tell me is that there is someone whom he wishes Vahana to meet. He also mentioned that he would be tending the business at the studio. Shall we look from there? Like Files, look, I'm glad that she's getting more to do. Like, she had a big presence in the Dawn Trail trailer, being the new job, Pictomancer. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with her and other characters in Dawn Trail, because I have absolutely no idea where they're going to be going with the story. Like, they've given us kind of a springboard as to where the story is going to start, but considering some of the locations they have shown us and where the late game areas seem to be, I'm a little bit trepidatious. I don't know what Ishikawa's gonna do, but they can't make us cry after Endwalker. They can't do that to us. Hi, Graha. Erenville's early return likely has something to do with the visitor. Who could it be, I wonder? Now then, where is Erenville? I have no idea. Maybe he isn't outside the studio. Maybe he's in there. Or cutscene. Is this going to be that introduction to the new race, or the female version of a pre-existing race?
Erenville!
What is that thing? Lovely. You like my new clothes, Graha? How about you, Erenville?
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything
Erenville,
important.
like, fighting Graha for best boy position.
I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
Yeah, where did you go so I can find a place for us to talk privately?
The New World. Tural.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce.
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
Well, that isn't gonna bring her out.
Well, it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
Oh, there she is!
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate
Never
came to
seen
us.
this before! I have seen
This
the design,
isn't-
it looks awesome.
The adventure you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh,
Oh,
he was
la.
exaggerating.
There
Playing
there
is no
she
ordinary
is!
man.
I love the design, like they went
I'm
out of their
Wuklamet,
way to make this as
claimant
cool
to
as
the throne
possible.
of Tulihuela.
Wuklamet? Wuklamet. I talked over it. Shit, I'm sorry. I'm just like reeling in this like new design they have for the female Rothgar. Because the thing is, in the past, with the female Auras, I would say this quietly, they kind of butchered them. I don't like their design. I know what they were going for. Kind of going for the dragon princess look that it's based on, but considering the male Auras and their design, I don't know, I can imagine people weren't very happy about that. But this is definitely really well done, I will say.
Tulihuela.
It will be there in about 6 months.
Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I'm just over here like, what's happening?
Of course.
I was like, I don't want to go on another adventure. You sit down, buddy. You've barely been on any
The right of
adventures.
succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
Cheers, Anvil. I like how flattering you are to
She
me.
asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Yeah. I can imagine that. We have a
Now
new
you
fan.
know
Like
why.
he's like Graha, but he's a Viera instead.
let's all just slow down.
Yeah. We can't
What
go to
Lamont,
7.0
is it?
immediately.
You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tyrol?
It's not wrong.
Tulihyolal is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulsha, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulsha, and one blessed with two heads besides. He's also my father. Not by blood,
Oh.
obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
Oh, that's lovely. New law I just in.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I
Oh, don't you worry, buddy. Just give him a pat on the head, Vahana. It's alright. Everyone makes mistakes. His floopy ears have gone down. Oh.
Hardly.
Oh!
I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage.
Whoa. Why won't you do that to me, Vahana?
But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me.
I mean, adventurers are all his Grad's cup of tea, and his Vahana's as well, so.
Now, this is only a rumor. But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valyarmanda.
Okay, I'm putting some things into my head now. The jigsaw pieces are kind of fitting into my head for the early game. So, we know about Valyarmanda. That's a boss from FF6 that they brought over to this. I think that will be the first boss. So that'll be level 1. That'll be level 93. And then after that, shit is gonna hit the fan. Is what I assume.
Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
So the first 3 levels are gonna be that stuff, okay. Golden City? First I've heard about it before. This is strictly a rumor, nothing more. You have my complete attention. I mean, yeah, Vahana loves gold. He loves all the sorts of money. Yeah!
We're going to get along, you and I.
Also, I'm not the one who saved the star, but I'm happy taking that praise.
Tyrol has no shortage of unexplored frontiers and deadly fiends. You'll never want for excitement, I promise you.
I thought the savior of the universe was an Aurora, a big gentleman with green hair. No, it wasn't. It was a small cat boy.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Lighting right now, Jesus Christ. That's beautiful.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Wow, the banter between these two.
Tulihyolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Hey, you were reading that recently, weren't you?
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions.
Well, you've got my
So, let's go on a
Dragoon
hunt
spear
together.
if you need it.
There's no better way to get acquainted.
Hunt? The exact same emote at the same time. What the hell's happening? Growing Light Part 2. That would be the time for the title card if they did do one. When one door closes, a whole valley opens of them. I mean, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted the patch content to be about, really. Just fun adventures that kind of just go all over the place and just have a lot of fun. I think my issue with the 6.x patches is they just became kind of Endwalker 2.0 in terms of just nihilism and darkness. I'm glad that we're finally getting out of that with Dawn Trail and this patch. A journey to Tyrol. Yeah. So, where to for our hunt? The stronger the prey, the better. There are only 2 of us here. Where's Erenville? Erenville? Oh, there you are. He's inside someone else. That's the long and short of it. At the very least, I ask that you go on this hunt of hers and take a measure for yourself. Now, the game is afoot. Rahat here appears equal parts bewildered and excited. Is that the Azim step? Because if it is, we're about to meet some of my favourite characters. The chance to see not only Toral, but the fabled Golden City besides. This is the stuff of grand adventures, my friend. Oh, which is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation. Mind, there's still a great deal we do not know. Let's begin to rectify that by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. I'm not certain one might be a suitable location for a hunt, however. I mean, I would throw out the Azim step. When I was at the guild earlier, I learned about a petition from researchers on the Isle of Ham. You were there not long ago, and culled some unruly fauna, of course. But according to recent reports, other ordinary docile fauna have grown savage. It's believed that they have been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance of identifying and dispatching it. As part of your hunt, perhaps you might answer the petition. The isle isn't far, and we would also be helping those in need. Is that the place we went to? The Aetherfont thing? That works for me. Just so you know, I've honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Toral. Whatever this creature is, I'd better be able to put up a proper fight, or it'll end before we have the chance to get acquainted. I love these two's relationship, it's great. You don't get to see the side of Erenville that much. This is fun! I love this! More fun stuff, please! 14. And before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions. My apologies, but I must see to some preparations. Please go ahead to the Isle. I will join you there as soon as possible. Oh, someone's about to become Pictomancer. Right, so here's a confession, and we'll talk about after the scene. If the rest of you are ready, let us head to the harbour. This being guildship business, it would be simple enough to secure a vessel. Yeah, okay, so here's the duty instance then we were talking about. We're going to be going to the Isle of Ham and probably be fighting some enemies there. Right, but as I was saying, so here's the situation with Dawn Trail. I don't think I'm going to go as Dragoon, depending on what changes they make to it. If they like completely overhaul Dragoon and change everything about it, I will probably play it. But I'm thinking Corsair, the new job that's coming in 6.4. Oh, not Corsair, Viper. Viper, the new job that's coming in 7.0 flower. There we go. I needed to refresh my vocal cords so I wasn't saying stupid stuff. I was thinking of doing Viper in 7.0 because it looks cool. It's kind of a melee-esque class, and I think it's been a while since I played a pure melee class in MSQ content. Now, we did the Dragoon obviously for a lot of the 6.x patches, but what I mean to say is in main Endwalker we were mainly a healer and a Reaper. So I thought, why don't we go as the Corsair and maybe jump between that and Pictomancer? Because that will be fun and be cool to have a whole new class. And I feel like Rahana could really rock a pirate look. He's the sort of character who could do that, I bet. I mean, it'd be nice to do something fun after the sadness that was the Void Arc. I will say. Let me just find where this quest is, and I'm going to pause the stream recording for a second, and then be right back. Because I'm going to grab a snack and eat something, because this is a recording, and I have the power to do that, and also I can just pause the video. We're going to get on that, and yeah. Yeah, here it is. It's a duty instance, I think, yeah. Right, I will see you guys in a second after I grab a snack to eat. Right, let's continue, shall we? They're all here, but everyone else is all crowded around the people. Quaddle's acting a little strange, don't you think? It's just a simple hunt. Wonder what preparations she needs to make. Probably getting Pictomancer ready, I'd assume. I wouldn't be surprised. Ooh. Erenville. Erenville. Oh. Erenville! We have the loan of a ship from one of the captains. A cheery fellow. I can operate the vessel so we don't need to trouble him to take us. Right, we met. Ah, so we have to take a ship. Ah, and I barely set foot on dry land. Oh well, I suppose it's for a good cause. A hunt! Come on, let's get going. On boarding the ship, several cutscenes are playing series. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Well, they always do this whenever you go into a duty instance now, so it just means it's a duty instance. So, let's do it. There'll be several checkpoints along the way. If we die, we die. Yeah, it's the Ava font, okay. Wait, is it the Ava font? Ava font is the name of the... no, the Mother Crystal. I forget. I don't know. I like this though. I always enjoy when I use dungeon maps more often.
It rivals even Yogg-Tural.
Very agree. Yogg-Tural?
Oh, a white bear! I wonder what it tastes like.
No, 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 no. We don't eat bears.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I'm pretty sure the last time we came here, we killed a lot of white bears.
I know.
Oh, I love them though.
So this is the
well,
aisle
that's the
where
thumbnail
evil
right there.
literally bursts forth.
Love how colourful this patch is so far. The Ava font is a very pretty area.
The Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
Oh, it's her brother.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
Hmm. Yeah, we kind of disregard the fact that Charlian created like their own, basically, ecosystem down there.
This brother of yours, he has been to Charlian.
Yeah, do we know him?
He has. Kona's my second older brother. And until recently, he was a student in this city.
Interesting.
He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day.
I guess Charlian's a very different
And so
place
I
to
did.
Tural, isn't it?
I think
Like, they each
I
have their own
understood
unique
something
things
of how
about
he
them,
felt
but they're very
when I
different in
set foot
terms
in
of
his beloved studium.
cultural intrigue, anyway.
He went to the studio. Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Charlian to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
Maybe they wanted to keep it on the down low, or maybe the brother isn't part of the royalty, maybe.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might
It might be a character we've met before then. I can't think of any
Being
Rothgar.
Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's a dog
Oh!
like me, you see.
Oh, okay, never mind, that fixed what I was thinking about. Okay, my mic is going crazy right now. I don't know, is it because I'm going behind the microphone? No. Okay, it keeps happening. Let me just fix this while we're in this cutscene. Yeah. Let's just restart the program, I think. That'll probably be for the best. No, I didn't want you to reopen 14. That's not what I wanted, because now it's going to glitch all over the place, like, stupidly. This game looks really good in this display. I don't know why it looks so good. Oh, I do realize it needs to go up a little bit, though, in this screen. It's not like a massive issue, but give me a sec while I fix that. Wait, do I? It might be because it's alt-tab right now, that there's a little black bar at the bottom. Tested mic. Windows G enable. It's really struggling right now. I don't know why it's having such a problem. Yeah, it's having a really bad time. FPS is really low. I don't know why it's doing this, really. It could be because the game's untabbed. Oh, there we go. No, it's still lagging. Well, I'll be back in a sec once I fix this. Okay, now it's fixed. At least for now, anyway. I can deal with it later if it breaks again. Right. So Fury said this dollar, but I'll say it again. One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the variety of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Yeah. Let me find out this is where Graha's from. No.
Ask
Is it
whatever you
me?
like. I don't mind. But I maintain hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
I mean, fair enough. Maybe. This game really does not like my avatar. I don't know why it's just going what all over the place, but I can't really do anything about it. So
Let's find them and learn what we can.
Let's do so, shall we? Let's go over there and talk to them about this situation because it seems very important. But also we'll get to find out some more about this new character we met, which I think is the point of this match. Ah, we're all here! I love this. I love when the game does this with the
The
duties.
researcher should be just ahead.
Oh god, I gotta remember how to play. Hopefully I'm high enough level.
There. The building to the northeast.
Oh, Heavenville's got his own battle card too?
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown
And
savage.
Graha gets to be here? This is like the best thing ever.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me.
Right, I've got to remember how to play this again, so give me a sec while I do that.
Let's hunt our fill.
Oh, as I remember, yeah, okay, this is an AoE encounter, so I should just use AoE attacks. Oh yeah, the rainbow golems are here, I forgot about them. Look at that, I want to see how our friend fights. They're like a marauder. Warrior, one might even say.
Look! Someone's in trouble.
Someone, the mega sheep are killing them.
Yeah, taste my axe.
Oh, I thought you said something else there. Like, oh, one of those sorts of characters, are you?
So docile.
Yeah, we're not. They have to die for not being docile and being mind controlled. Yes, we shall murder all of them. They will all die. I'm turning the game down a little bit, by the way. It's been down to 12 decibels, I think. No, don't do that. There they all go. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thanks to you. Oh, thank goodness you've come. I take it you're the one who answered our petition. Wait, aren't you? You are! Vahana, the adventurer who saved our star. Would that our meeting was under better circumstances? Oh, really? I was conducting a routine inspection of the transporter here when I suddenly found myself surrounded. You'll find most of the same across the chasm. Once docile animals grown strangely aggressive. My colleagues there can tell you more. If you give me just a moment, I can finish checking our equipment. Something going on here that is causing that. I am. I've done all this stuff, definitely. I love the time I went
As
to
you'll soon see for yourself.
Fultima Ball. I went to the very edge of the universe and I destroyed a giant meteor.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
That's Charlie here for you. Delaying for
Is
you.
that our petitioner?
Wait,
Let's go and have a chat.
we're going over here? What? We couldn't go this way last time. New area? If you've come to answer the petition, you should speak with my colleague here. The adventurer come to answer my petition, I presume. We're most fortunate to have one of your considerable skill here to aid us. A creature of unknown origin has been sighted on the island in recent days, and we believe its presence has affected the local fauna. The animals beyond the gate are the worst affected we've encountered thus far, but we dared not go back. Your task is to acquire any threat you find and search for traces of the beast responsible for this. If you find anything at all, we'll be most grateful if you would share it with us. Oh, well, guess we'll deal with it then.
I'll have
But these creatures decided to stay stationary. Oh no, the adorable birds. Oh well. Not like we don't kill anything cute in this game anyway. Oh, they're already dead.
Is that all?
What's that up there?
Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
I think that thing over there might come alive. Oh, no, not. What is this? You find ravished beast remains torn to shreds by sharp
These
talons.
claw marks. I've seen their like before.
Unable to execute command while suffering status thing. What the hell have you done to me? Welcome to Mehmet. Oh, I love this. This is cool. We didn't get to go to this place before. Which marks would be too common in any case. How large do you suppose it is? Massive. Fucking massive. What was this? Acid plumage. Is it a red chocobo? Oh, if it's a red chocobo, we are in trouble. You find feathers are scattered about the ground. There are signs of a fierce struggle.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
I'm gonna say it's the predator. We're gonna have to deal with red chocobo. It's gonna use choco meteor on us.
How do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
I mean, if it's, I don't want to get food poisoning, so I'd...
You presume it's even safe to eat?
Yeah. Oh, what's this? Animal leavings. The cloying stench of fresh leavings assail your nostrils. Whatever beast left them is likely still close by.
Still fresh.
It's not a chocobo
Whatever
then.
this beast, it cannot be far.
Oh no, did it eat the chocobo? Oh god! Probably did. All Final Fantasy games hate chocobos. What's there? You deserve more than this. You don't deserve to be slaughtered in every game they're in the series. You deserve more. Oh, hello. Oh, hello!
Who knows? If they're spoiling for a fight, then hey, got one.
I wonder if they'll ever get rid of positionals with Dragoon. They've slowly and surely made positionals inconsequential. Especially with Reaper and how little you have to worry about them. I wonder if they're going to do the same with this class at some point. That would be nice, considering there's already a bunch of things you have to deal with 14 Dragoon. Well, we didn't find it, but we tried our best. No, that's all out of bounds. We can't go over there. Compliment. It's all too dangerous. What is it? Oh, Lord! Well, you found it then, at least.
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey.
Are you just gonna throw your axe at it? Oh, that's not it! Oh, shit! There's always a bigger fish!
Ah! What is that thing?
It's like a power! I love it!
It speaks?
I think it's just repeating what you said. Well, there he goes. How to move it right now.
It's heading towards the falls.
Not gonna fall though, is
I'll
it?
stay with the researchers. The
No,
creature-
I mean I guess I haven't really seen you fight too much to be fair, Anvil. But we'll go do this. I'm sure Quall's going to appear and
Come,
use
Waklamat.
the power of paint. You alright?
Right.
I thought you wanted to hunt down a big beastie. I can't think of a bigger beastie than that. It'll be a true test of our reflexes. Whee! Yeah! This is what I've always wanted. Oh, we all got soaked. Oh, there he goes. Oh, boss fight! Have we encountered one of these things before? Because I feel like this might be an enemy that has made before
I wasn't
6.55.
startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
I mean, it did talk. We didn't expect it to happen.
But I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat. Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit!
Let's do it then, shall we? Delicious food incoming. I don't know if Bahana likes chicken. Maybe he does, I don't know. Right, let's do this then, shall we? Let's do that, and let's go.
Talk all you like, Bird. I'm going to have the last laugh.
Bub? Right? Is this an enemy from another Final Fantasy game? I don't remember it. Maybe from 9, considering how much mana they're taking, or 9 and 6. Who said that? No one said that. Oh, I think maybe he did.
Shut up already, you blasted bird!
Ow, I got damage! It's very adorable when you see those shorts online of people training parrots and birds to speak and also do certain things. Like I saw a short playlist of someone who oh hold on. Someone who taught a parrot to say the name of the thing that it bites into. So they bit into a cup, it would say cup. They bit into a rock, it said rock. Not bit into a rock, but hit a rock, and it would know. Yeah, come to me. Oh, me? Yeah, come to me. Aha! Uh-oh, that's not good.
I've got you.
Save me! Save Raha first! What are you doing? Okay, I was gonna say.
That was too close.
I didn't know you healed Raha. I mean, you are an all-rounder, I guess. I thought that was the moment that Quile was going to join us. Ooh. It's fine, no, we can go. Whoa! That was not a lot of time to worry about that. I like this, it's like a proper fight, this is cool. I always like when they go overboard with the battle instances. It allows for a very unique fight. You alright? Oh, I'm on my right. Yeah, I am. Ah!
Who paid for that?
Oh, we're now we're all stuck in here. I hope you can get out of this one. Oh. 26 seconds. Can I save them? Ah, I saved you. Wait, no, I didn't save you. What the fuck? Get out of there! Go! 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 Move! Okay, we saved them good. Oh, is that it? Oh, we're stuck in now, I guess. I'm so happy that I got to save my boy. That would have been a hard thing, like you had to choose between Erenville and Graha. I mean, it would have been a pretty easy decision for me, I would say. Considering Shadow putting it as an Endwalker. But it's fun to joke about. Right, what are we doing? Oh, I just boosted! Oh, okay, we're doing wings now, I see. Okay, left wing first, guys.
That was hardly a tickle.
I would agree. Just don't say stuff and I won't repeat you. Just don't say stuff and I won't repeat you! I could do a power voice. Could I do one though? That is the actual question.
Try this.
Oh, I'm meant to be giving that to someone. Oh, here we go. What the? What did you just do? This became a drill. I learned that in Terral.
Bastard!
So silly. I love it.
Everything you have at it.
That's what I've been doing this entire time, Graha. I haven't been stopping at all, really. Almost done, see? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And there he goes. Looks like we're having chicken for tea. Actually, cats do like chicken. This is going to work out quite well. They prefer fish, but you know. Or burgers, or tacos. I know a certain someone's going to enjoy a taco next
I
expansion.
barely limbered up.
Oh, you are scared. So funny.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Aw, he's being supportive. Oh, the man who knows how to feel
Only to be
emotions
expected.
and how to deal with them.
You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt.
I like this characterization for that. Okay, yeah, so he's gonna come back to
What a
life.
curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural.
Don't worry,
And
Qual's
also
going to
big,
appear with the
use
magic
such
print with the
dirty
Disney Channel
shapes.
logo. I think.
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily.
Turn around. Uh-oh. It was at that moment that they realized it wasn't dead. But here she comes! With the power
Leave this
of
to
paint
me.
and pastel! He's just gonna brush off some old moves. She's our powlet. Wow. I don't think she used the actual Pictomancer moveset. I don't think they've added that to the game yet, but that was cool. Since when were you a Pictoman? Oh my god, little design!
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
Look at it! Oh, it's so cozy looking.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
I hope she's glad that that creature wasn't dead.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
I didn't know you could do this, Qual. Why didn't you use this against Xenos?
After
Paint him like
hearing
a
of the
little prison of
contest,
sorrow and
I
he could
thought
stay in there.
how wonderful it would be to join you.
Yeah.
In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamat. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin.
Hmm?
Recognizing that my skills were inadequate,
Oh.
I chose to provide support from afar, rather than join you.
Wow, that wasn't your fault. It was like the end of the universe.
It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind again and again.
We could only have 8 people in a trial. If we had you along, we'd have to kick out one of the other Scions. As for
That's
Ultima 4, I don't know why
what inspired
Qual
this
didn't come.
change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute. And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer.
Painting. I mean, it's a cool idea. Oh. Oh! Wow. A 2D
The
existence.
esoteric
Ah!
passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy.
Yeah. Realm! Wait, the Archon Realm!
As I recall, you have embraced versatility
Oh my
to
god, that's
effectively
lovely. I
complement
love
a
that so
certain
much.
someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
And you'll never be left behind again, Qual. Unless you become like these. But I don't think they're going to do that to Qual. Considering a lot of people like Qual. And we're glad that little Lalafell is getting more to do.
Especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
Yeah, what was that letter about? Galoof's letter?
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf and turned up among
Wait,
the
it's not. It's
students'
Galuf. It's not
archives.
Galoof. Oh, but Galoof. I like the word Galoof. I think he's goofy. Turned up among the students'
The ink
archives.
was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant. What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
Something's going on there that isn't related to the king. There's like some form of corruption going on potentially.
A request to investigate the Golden City?
Well, the Golden City is Taral.
Servant himself.
Well, well. Seems it
But how
may
long
be
ago
a
was that?
rumor
That must have been a
after all.
while. And Qual just found it now?
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this. Given how culturally diverse Toliyolal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one.
They created a new language then.
The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If father had written this, he would have been in Turali.
Maybe he wanted to translate it for
what's
Galoof,
more,
maybe?
It bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent then?
Why was it sent to Qual or Galoof anyway? And why did they want them to investigate the
I
city?
didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
Yeah, he probably had someone else scribe it for Galoof personally. And what, maybe use a wax seal because that was Eorzean customs, maybe?
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems
It ended up being a whole bunch of nothing, didn't it? I need to confirm that this letter is genuine. Well, it doesn't use the patch, and it doesn't speak in the common tongue. Does that mean it's fraudulent? No, it doesn't.
I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
Yes, we want 20 questions. We'll give you that, and then we'll eat the meat.
After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while
I feel like we
feasting
did.
on
We
this
have
fellow.
learned a whole lot
I,
about
for
you.
one, am starving.
We're eating that.
Yeah. Where do you think all meat comes from, Graha? Actually, I would. Well, no, you had a massive burger, Graha. Not to say I could imagine you not eating meat, but I don't think you. I think you definitely do. Ah, what an exciting hunt that was! And now it's time to savor the reward. I understand Quirrell's feelings all too well. Desire to do one's part. It can be daunting to try and keep up, but nothing will change unless we take the first step. I also want to point out that, as you can see with Quirrell's redesign, I feel like she already has some of the graphical overhaul updates to her character. Not all of them. Her nose is still weird. I think those will come with the Lalafell update. But like characters like Willamette, literally I think have the graphical overhaul already, which is why they look so good. Thanks to Willamette, we know now who sent the letter to grandfather, among other things. But many questions still remain. With the wildlife pacified and the research is safe, our task is complete. That just leaves the matter of the Colibri meat. For better or for worse, there's only one place we can take it here in Charlian, the old Last Stand. Come, let us see what Dickon can cook up for us. Oh, we're going into the Last Stand. It's a little bit cold outside, isn't it? I should have worn some winter clothes. I mean, I know Charlian tends to get cold because this is the UK equivalent in this world, geographically anyway. But yeah, definitely finding out more about our female Rothgar character. I like her. I think she's cool so far. I like that she isn't just another Scion researcher person. She has a lot of interesting qualities that we haven't really seen before in a main character, like the fact that she likes to fight a lot, but she's very nervous about it, unlike Astinian, who's very confident. It's gonna lead to, I'm guessing, a really cool character at some point. Well, now, there's a famished face I ever saw one. What can I get you, Rahana? Oh, bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave it to me. I have just the recipe. It's a new dish I recently learned from some sailors, and for you lot it's on the house. Have as much as you like, you hear?
Oh.
You know, I'd hope so. We were the ones who killed it. Wow! Oh my goodness, it looks so delicious.
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first.
And Graha said he wouldn't like it. Are we gonna get another Graha eating scene? Because I'm down for that. Oh, no, no, no! Ah!
I'd heard that Charlian cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
Oh my god. I see Erenville went for something simple.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
You dipping the food in it? Oh, you got like tortilla chip in it. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no! The spicy food returns! Farshon comes back with a vengeance!
Intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan
I was
after
gonna
a
say.
traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice.
Oh my god, we've invented Nando's!
So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Charlian.
That's some comfy world building.
It's nothing I can't handle.
Yeah, well, there she goes.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
The dynamic between these two is fantastic. I love it so much. He's so posh and proper, then he just have Willamette.
Only to criticize.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
Wow. That sounds entirely incorrect.
I see. I see.
All this time you were from.
I didn't even know Choir was here.
Would that I had known sooner.
I couldn't see
There's
them.
so much I'd like to ask.
You and
That
everyone
was like a
else.
Choir jump scare.
I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead.
I love how grumpy Erenville
Since
is.
ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
Oh.
A man who is too ambitious by half.
Ooh, villainous man. I thought he meant that only 3 people were allowed to rule, but I think what they mean to say is that one of them cannot. And they cannot let them win.
Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural.
Is it a Garlean?
While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit
Oh.
and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
After everything my father has done to give us
I mean,
peace, he would drag us back into war.
Good luck. I would say.
I can't allow it.
I mean, we won't either. The second he tries to do a war, we'll just come in now, we'll the Scions, and just deal with him. You don't need to worry about this.
No matter what, I must win this contest.
We know like a bunch of dragons in Mercidia, and we also know Vitra. We got some connections. But who is this person?
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Considering that it's going to affect Ilzabard, probably. We've already got involved with Kagane and other such nations. Why would this be any different?
It's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it.
If that's the case, then why can't they just tell this person not to do it? But I guess they have a right to the throne in that case, then.
The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies. That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill.
Yeah,
More
that's putting it lightly.
one of good character as well.
I guess Vahan is quite wholesome. He's more wholesome than Digbar, at least.
And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tuliolal?
You don't even need to ask. If there's 3 tacos, I'll go anywhere. I'm a taco cat after all.
You don't
I just
need to
say no, and
decide
then it
at this
says you
moment.
can't play Final Fantasy 14 anymore because that's 7.0. It just doesn't let you into 7.0.
But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you.
Oh, more food.
And one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Now we're gonna have a problem. I like that Grahak can share laughter and that, considering he'd probably also fight over the meat. Grahak likes eating food. He didn't get to do a whole lot of that in the first, so I'm glad he gets to do that now. Judging by Wuklamet's reaction, it appears Tuali cuisine isn't excessively fiery. Whether Wuklamet has the makings of a ruler, I couldn't say, but I do know that he deeply cares for our nation and her people. If you choose the help of her, it's for you and yours alone to decide. Think on it well. Now then, this past time I reported our mission success to the guild ship. I would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have a royal meal. I shall come by the annex till later. Till then. Game is afoot. Wonder how close we are to finishing this. thought we were done. I was like, what? What do you mean question mark, question mark, question mark? Oh, okay. The coming dawn. Right. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Well, I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Booklemet's situation. Still, you have been afforded time to consider her invitation. Why not use it to learn more about Taral? Normanon is bound to have some information on the continent. It certainly wouldn't hurt to be better informed. Just the thought of burying myself in books is making me feel asleep. Yeah, Rahana's not like that. She doesn't like books. We're talking about mysterious lands and unknown wonders here. I'm confident we'll find something so thrilling as to drive any thoughts of napping from your mind. Come, my friend, let us make off to the archives. Oh, I thought he was going to join out my party. It's fine. I can always remember that first time we came to Sharlayan and we got to have Graha in our party. That was wonderful in every way. It was like a dream come true. Now, onwards and onwards. Yes, we're getting a bit more about the background behind, a lot more than I was expecting, the background behind the Taral situation and the Rise of Succession. And it's interesting that they have this character then who wants to conquer Garlemald. My only issue with a plotline like that is, considering how much they've hyped up the Warrior of Light, I feel like that isn't going to be too difficult for us to deal with. Like, obviously, we're not the most powerful force in the entire world, but we're also got a reputation behind us for saving the star. Unless they're really dumb, or they know something we don't, then it just doesn't make a lot of sense. And I wonder if their plotline has something to do with the stuff we saw in the recent trailers and the locations. Because I want to point this out, when we get closer to Dawn Trail, I'm going to be avoiding watching stuff for it. I'm doing now 7 Rebirth right now as well, because I don't need to find out anything more about that game. I'm ready to play it. And I want that to be the same experience for Dawn Trail. I don't want to find out anything about that until it comes out, really. At this point, the only thing I care about is finding out what the changes to the jobs and other certain mechanics, really. Because usually the trailer that happens right before it launches usually spoils quite a lot of stuff that happens in the story. Outside of Endwalker, I think they were very careful about Endwalker spoilers. Right, principles of blue magic and spell acquisition. The origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of Wallaki, a tribe in the distant continent of Taral. The tribe holds nature in the highest, and in seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with them, they have learned to harness the power of the wildlife around them. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live among them and train in their ways. Those days are most of the grueling I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon, the tribe's sacred grounds. It is named for the cerulean deposits that well up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a brilliant blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Wallaki's art and make the animal's power my own, as no one existed for it in the common tongue, the liberty of naming it blue magic. The reason I chose this colour, as you will doubtless gleaned, is for the significance it holds to the Wallaki. I cannot think of a name more fitting to honour the people for whom this moment magic was born. And if you play the Blue Mage quest, that is part of it. You do got those creatures from Taral in it. What was the nice search? Unblemished book. So we'll talk to Graha in a minute. Eorzean cuisine, a history. It is impossible to adequately discuss Eorzean cuisine without speaking of the land from which many of the modern-day staple foods hail, the far east and western continent of Taral. Wow, we're having a... Wow, my model is having a really bad time right now. What the fuck is happening? Give me a sec while I fix this. Right, ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, even the ubiquitous potato. These crops are more and more that regularly grace Eorzean dining tables trace their origins to the New World as the places known to most. The tale of this culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the 6th Astral Era, when a Limsan sailor named Ketenram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the thereafter unknown continent. Ketenram spent several moons exploring inland, in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nation of Mamaljar. He was even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won along with permission to roam freely. Ketenram would return to Travell several times, but during his first expedition he charted the land and gathered myriad root vegetables and seeds to bring back to Limsa Lominsa. Most notable of these was the potato, whose ease of cultivation and nutritional value saw it quickly spread to all corners of Eorzea. The produce was far from the only bounty of Ketenram's expedition to Travell. Many tantalizing recipes such as the bean-filled burrito, and gripping legends such as that of the Golden City reached our shores by way of his ship. To those outside of Ketenram's circle, Travell's largely remains shrouded in mystery, yet his influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, would relish the chance to immerse themselves in the culinary culture of that faraway continent. But why don't they? It feels like a place that a lot of people would visit, considering how culturally diverse it is, and how unique a lot of the places are there. I'm surprised not a lot of Eorzea people go there. Maybe they just want into their own business. Maybe the fact that Garlemald was a thing was probably a big part of that because it was across the sea. But we're also closer to them than we are to the thing. I don't know. Obviously, the simple answer is it didn't come up until after Endwalker. But it is an interesting mystery, and I'm glad they're kind of going into it a little bit here by giving us some of the lore that we already knew existed to a certain extent. The flora and fauna of Travell. Every land is given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Travell is no exception. Yet while some of our creatures have become a familiar sight in Eorzea, many and more exist that are rarely seen this side of the Indigo Deep. This term introduces a select variety of species as described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Alpaca. Accustomed to Travell's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands of years. Their soft, white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. Wyvera. Wyvera? Yeah, I think it's Wyvera. This ferocious scalekin is native to the dense jungle of Travell. The Mamaljar have succeeded in taming them and utilised their prodigious strength for manual labour. Given their immense size and power, it should come as no surprise that the Wyvera is also employed as a siege beast. Enemy fortifications cannot long withstand this horned brute's rampage. And then Valagamanda. Valley folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts and the very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain. I think we'll find out about that in this playthrough, considering we've already seen art for it in FanFest. But I'm looking forward to seeing what it's going to be about, what the trial is going to be like. That's the only trial we know about, by the way. Let us begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of the three great continents in Travell. The former stretches from east to west, and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of both southern and northern hemispheres, and a difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler when moving east and west, but harsher when moving north and south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by man, animals, or plants. In case in point, the Allagans rose to power in Oldenol before advancing east to Ilzabard. Their movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garleans. Meanwhile, although the disparate tribes of Travell waged war with one another for generations, stimulated by the climate, none can make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce dense jungle, such was the Wyrthit, until the leader of the Mamaljar succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and the reasons thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat. Truly, it is a testament to the Ortak's greatness. Yeah, they're definitely building up this guy. Having perused a wide selection of books relating to Travell, you are somewhat better informed about your potential destination. Perhaps here will be able to know what you discovered. Should you wish to read these books again, speak of the reference page. That's cool. I like that. They allow you to look at the books again. We won't be doing that for now, but let's go find Graha. Hey, buddy, I read all the books. Every single book on Taral in here. Scoured the library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. While there are a few books wholly dedicated to the subject of Taral, I dare say you found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. Well, come, let's continue this outside. The mammoths do not take kindly to chatter. I like that everyone was looking at him as we went past. Oh, God! What? Now then, I'm quite keen to hear your honest impressions. I couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book on cuisine. I was pleasantly surprised to find references to Tual within it. Among them, did anything in particular pique your interest? The legendary City of Gold. You know what, I'm gonna keep leaning into it behind us as the Scrooge McDuck, basically. He wants gold, he wants money. Ha! I suspected any mention of the City of Gold would catch your eye. It's truly a mystery among mysteries. Here is a city whose location is unknown, that no one has ever seen, and yet whispers of existence continue to persist. Countless souls have set off in search of it, never to return. I can imagine it being a suitable challenge for the wider succession. Go on, Graha. But moving on, did you perchance learn aught of the fauna of Taral? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. I learned about Valigamanda. Valigamanda, I think that's how you say it. Now, why do I get the impression you're imagining pitting your skills against the fell beast? Unfortunately, I found scant details in your would-be prey. One source described it as an enormous winged creature with scales hard as steel that rules the skies. I should like to see it with my own eyes, presuming it even exists. And you'll be there for me, Graha. Oh my god! I thought I heard familiar voices. Alasay? Alphano? What are you two doing here? Fancy running into the two of you here? Well, have some research of your own, do you? Aye, we hope to arm ourselves in knowledge that may benefit the Garlean people. Having forged a new trade agreement with Rad Satan, they will look next to foster relations with other nations. This includes former imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history on how neighbours of differing races and ideologies might engage with one another. And of course, if you played 6.5, these two were excused from being at Garlemald. Basically, they were just told, you can go on a break now, you've done so much for them, they need to fight for themselves now. And what of you two? What endeavours bring you here this day? We were talking about the fabled City of Gold, but it's all mine, you're not allowed any of it. I claim all the gold in Taral. A nation composed of the disparate people of Taral. I dare say this is precisely the kind of example we seek. We'll do well to read on Tolly ourselves. The contest is Rahana the only one allowed to help Wuklemet? There was no mention of such restrictions as I recall. On the contrary, Wuklemet gave us the impression that she could have several champions. Oh, these two want to join us. I think I know how to make the most of our respite. Follow me, Alphano. We have planning to do. Oh, Alasay, wait! There she goes. It would seem our plans have changed, if you'll excuse me. I still want Alphano to become taller and Alasay to stay short. They never rest well on their laws. Come, let us return to the annex. Cowboys. Yeah, cowboys! I'm so glad I got to spend this whole patch with my boyfriend. It makes me so happy. What I wanted. More than anything else in the entire world. I like that the 6.5 name is Growing Light, and I think this final quest is called The Coming Dawn. Because obviously we're going to be going to the Dawn Trail! I'm so excited. I'm so thrilled to be doing this. Of course, that's going to be in 6 months, but it's closer than you'd think. Like, it's not like we're waiting like 3 years for another game. And I've got Rebirth between then, so I'll be able to sink my teeth into some Final Fantasy at least. Hey Grandma, what's wrong? You're not going with us? You better be. I'll drag you there myself.
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story.
It does feel like we're missing certain pieces. Like, we don't know about the other leaders who want to take the throne.
Are you inclined to accept or refuse Worklamat's request?
Well, if I refuse, like I said before, we're not getting it at 7.0. Don't make this a choice. Oh no. I never say no to a new adventure. I'm sort of undecided, to be honest. I'd rather not get involved in politics. Well, these last two, Vahana wouldn't say them. He is. That might be the thumbnail right there for at least Vaha.
Ha! I thought you might say that. With an intrepid attitude such as yours, I believe all shall be well. Be it the contest or something else, there will be many trials for you to overcome at your destination.
What do you mean you? Why are you saying that like I'm the only one going?
But in the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not?
Yeah. Why are you saying this like you're not going with me? We go together. We always go together.
Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenon.
It's not a lot that's known about it.
All the things you might hear, feel,
nice.
and think. It's enough to stir me to the core.
Good writing. I met that guy. Did I ever tell you that? Oh wait, you were there.
Journeys, my friend.
I met
What
Phaliak.
awaits us on the long road.
Thank you. You have to like.
What's important is to be true to yourself.
You have
as
to like
walk.
hide your staff in your bedroom when you sleep because it's too bright. Like, where that came from?
And we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
Yeah, we ended one adventure which ended up being very sad and nihilistic, but now we can go to a new adventure together.
There's an idea.
What?
I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
I'm going to become a villain. He puts his villain mustache on. I'm going to join another team. I don't think anyone's going to join the team that wants to invade Ilzabad. But I think he might go on opposite teams because of the fun of it. I mean, is it the fun of it though? Because I feel like he does die. He's just going to shoot Wuglamet in the foot, basically. Because we want her to win. No one else, really. And if Thancred and Ishtola... Oh, speaking of... Oh my god, I summoned him. I fucking summoned him! I just said his name and he appeared! Evil Thancred with his evil mustache. He's twirling it. Oh, you're over there, my friend. I love the idea of evil Thancred. I don't know why that's so funny. Out of all the Scions, he's like the one character I can't imagine becoming evil. Like, even Ishtola. Ah, welcome back, Vahana. If you're looking for Wuglamet, she is currently with the others in her chambers. If you'd like me to go fetch them for you. You know, I can go to their chambers. I don't need to interrupt all of them. Understood. Please wait in the main hall. Okay. The outside Alpha. I like to imagine that I have to. I guess I just leave Alpha outside on a leash just so he doesn't run off. I guess. Hold on. Don't get to go in here that often. I was wondering if we were going to get the map to. Well, but no, we're not going. Not yet. We have seen it. There's a lot of good little Easter eggs in this room, which I enjoy. A lot of concept art, surprisingly. Why am I not on this map? Hello. Waiting here about 3 hours, but hello.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
I don't know everything. I've never been one to turn down adventure. I'll do it. I wish to boldly go where I've never gone before. Oh, yeah, I'm doing too. Not a Star Trek reference.
Excellent. You'll be compensated for your troubles, of course. But I dare say your time in Tural will be its own reward.
Yeah! Sound Beach episode! You don't know how much I needed this. After everything I went through.
You're not
Oh, hello.
planning to leave without us, are you?
Whoa! 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 All 3 of them! The squad! Wait, is Graha actually in that team? I thought he was going to join another team.
Alpha no, Alice! What are you two doing here?
I like how she said that. Oh, my 2
We happened to
favourite
cross paths at
children!
Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wooklamat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
We come with you, pretty please? Yeah, these are the children.
You must
These are the
be
babies.
twins who are sneaking after Erenville as toads.
Oh, yeah.
100 things about us you could have told me, and you chose that.
That is incredible. Because I would do the same thing.
First impressions last.
Yeah, it's true. Oh my god, that face is incredible. That's the best Alice face ever.
'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphino Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize.
Oh,
You'll
no,
find she's a
let's
lot
not
less
do that.
posh than I am.
really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do.
Oh no. The answer to that is no.
We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors.
I don't know if
We believe
Tuval
there
is its
much we might learn
neighbor.
from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
What's Fanquid doing?
Having
Why is Fanquid
recruited
doing
so
his
many
mustache
committed and
twirling?
capable allies, I presume you
No!
have no need for my
I saw you
continued
on the
assistance?
boat! You can't get out of this!
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable.
Yeah!
They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers, and spare them grisly deaths.
Guess that means you haven't explored too much then, Woklemet.
I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
What's wrong, Kyle?
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Yeah! Don't think you're not coming with us!
Perhaps I was.
You're nervous about leaving home.
Still, I can't help but worry about being away, just when our order is beginning to find its feet
Don't
again.
do what I think you're going to do, because I saw Graha in the trailer. He was there. He was Taco Cat. Don't be like, Graha will stay behind, look after everything. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Nothing to worry about.
Don't do it. I will drag you along.
I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore. It's only fair that I return.
No.
Pray, leave the students.
This is hard, just like crying his eyes out. No, we were gonna go together. We were gonna get matching Toral bracelets, and that was such thing. You love adventure. Whoa, that's.
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you?
Oh my god.
This is a rare
Fucking
opportunity,
cinema.
and I insist that you seize it.
Oh.
Thank you, Raha.
God, what an incredible
Thank you.
man. Incredible cat boy.
Well,
I can't believe really broke up like that. Oh,
counting on you all
oh.
to help me win the throne.
I felt more emotions in this one patch than I have in the last one. I'm joking, I'm joking.
I suppose now is a good
Whoa, where did
time
that
to
come
show
from?
What I spent a small fortune on at the Agora.
You bought the map. Where are you gonna put it? Don't tell me you're gonna like invent like they're gonna make the map smaller. Okay, that might be the thumbnail right there. Okay, that is a prime thumbnail material actually.
This, my friends,
The fuck, Graha?
is
You've
the
like ruined my
latest
map.
of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loperids. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies.
They like invented a
The
satellite.
site of your next great adventure, Tural.
That's pretty good as well. There's a lot of good thumbnail material in this episode. This patch. Wow. I'm so excited. An evil Thancred is going to walk in twirling his mustache. Music! What song is this? Oh, Zen Walker. I didn't know what it was! Well, usually they'd play the next song, but I think they did this last time too, when we were all looking at the moon. Oh! There it is! That's the end of the patch content. I didn't realise I do kind of need to give a formal review now, don't I? Now that we finished this. Oh my god! Concept art! Oh, this is cool! Okay, well... Summary. What I thought, I mean, I played this over like a year and a half. Oh, okay, my model broke. That's fine. I loved. I can't say that I have not enjoyed it. That's the one thing I want to point out now. The patch content is still way better than anything in Around the Born and early Heavensward. It's just going to be better. Their understanding of the gameplay, the structure, and all the other elements that make Final Fantasy what it is today, 14 today, all work perfectly together. But compared to the previous patch content, I have enjoyed it less. Specifically Stormblood and Shadowbringers. I thought that they had exceptional quality in terms of how much I was invested in the story. I mean, 5.3 maybe cry my eyes out. Or at least I was very sad playing 5.3. That was generally the best content in the entire game. And I think it's impossible to match that in terms of build-up and quality. It's basically like a mini Endwalker or mini Shadowbringers. And it was amazing. Oh, look at Ishtola! Do we see our boy? Oh, Young Jay. Oh! My other boyfriend. Oh, sorry, it's required me to bounce my head to this part of the song. So, Thancred. Oh, I love it. I love this credits. It's great. Right. So, overall, what did I think? Oh, I thought the Void storyline went on for longer than it needed to. I think they could have probably shortened it or had another storyline in there, like more wrapping up of something else in the entire story. I like the use of the Astrologian cards there. That's cool. I just think, especially 6.3 and 6.4, like nothing happened in those patches. I can give 6.2 a fair shout because that's the first time I went to the Void, and that was kind of cool, and how fast-paced it was, and how different it was to previous patches. 6.1, arguably, one of the best patches. I think it might be, overall, the best patch. Just in terms of enjoyment and how unique and fresh it felt. The issue of the Void arc is it just went right back into the nihilism and the sadness that Endwalker did, the darkness, and just the themes are very similar. And it's cool. I appreciate that the storyline was interesting and they had a lot of build-up to it. There was a lot of building blocks for it, and I'm glad we had it. But I wish it was shorter. I thought Zero was an interesting enough character for her to be the main character in it. Her arc across the patches was really good. Probably the best part of the series of patches we had. Here's our boy Xenos returning in Dawn Trail, of course. I just think that it could have been better. Not better, but less sad and depressing. I also thought that the Golbez wasn't that interesting. I know why he was there. I know he had to be there for the storyline to work. They took a lot of stuff from Final Fantasy IV, and it makes sense because the main writing team was writing the rest of the story going forth in Dawn Trail. They didn't have the full writing team. In fact, they even said they got the new writing team to do the Void arc. And if that is a new writing team, what they could do in the small hours they had working on it and not Dawn Trail, fair enough. I just think that it makes sense they did that, but it doesn't take away from the fact that I didn't enjoy it as much. I can acknowledge that why they did it, but I just compared to other such things, I just think that it wasn't as good. What else? Dungeons were good. Always. The bosses were great. My favorite trial boss I think ever is now Barbarica. I think her trial boss is so fast paced and fun. It's the only one that I actually went into and did the extreme of, and I really enjoyed doing that. Zeromus was okay. So a close second to 6.1 is 6.5. Again, went on for too long. I don't like how much the game focused on Garlemald for 6.3 and then 6.4 as well. We went there for 2 patches. And then it came back in 6.5 and I was like, I just don't want to be in Garlemald anymore. I know it's an important part of the story, but we've already gone through the biggest beats they could possibly go through with Garlemald. I just think that there's only so many times they can be like, this Garlemald leader is going to be resistant to change because that's the Garlemald custom, to be resistant to change from other nations, and they don't want to let go of that. That's fine. They didn't need to keep doing it over and over again. I can't remember a lot else that happened in the patches. We had a lot of fun scenes with Varshan. He was a great character. I enjoy Vitra. None of the characters were like butchered. Ishtola existed. Didn't do anything, mind you. I know she had some funny scenes, but it's funny to me how she's like a lot of people's favorite characters. I just think she's the weakest Scion. Like, she doesn't get a lot to do. He doesn't really go through a lot of character arcs. She's just always been the steadfast scientist character who jumps into these things and likes adventure. And she gets some goofy scenes occasionally because she's the mum of the group. I think that's it. Uyangjae goes through a ton of development in Endwalker. Even Estinian had like a little arc in this series of patches. It didn't last long. You didn't get a whole lot to do after. It was just kind of there to be there. But I enjoyed that. And I thought he was good there. But definitely the 2 characters who got the most out of that was probably Zero and Varshan. Chances are, they're not going to appear that often anymore because Endwalker's now done and people's reception to the Void Arc wasn't great. So either they're going to put it in side content now, or they're going to acknowledge it like in 3 years from now in a single side quest with the other characters, maybe. I don't know. But that's that. That is the storyline of Endwalker and the patches. I still think my favourite expansion is Shadowbringers. Nothing has come... Well, it's come close. Endwalker definitely comes the closest, and Heavensward. But Shadowbringers does what Heavensward did with the Dragonsong War stuff, where it actually, like, really fuddled with my brain chemicals. I don't know what I'm saying. It made me realize this is like a story that's going to stay with me forever. And Endwalker's going to do that, because that's the culmination of everything. But there's something about the bottle feeling of Shadowbringers and how self-contained the story is that makes it special in my books. The Void Arc, they kind of did that a little bit, but not a whole lot. But yeah, Shadowbringers is exceptional. I would love the team to catch lightning in a bottle twice, but we'll have to see, because I really like what they're doing with Dawn Trail. I think that Dawn Trail is the right step for where it should have gone. It should have gone this in the patches. I would have loved if the patches were all one-off adventures, like each patch could have been its own separate adventure. And maybe they could have had the Void Arc like be a thing in the background. What if they turned the variant dungeons into the full patches and then sprinkled the Void stuff in the background to have that come to resolution in 6.5? I would have loved that. Not go into Labyrinthos or Garlemald for the 18th time. But yeah, there we go. It's actually one of the times, especially 6.3, where I got a little bit bored with the patches, because it was just repeating itself, and I feel like I'm repeating myself now too. I don't know what else to say. I want to watch these cutscenes because they're pretty. We are in Garlemald now, but yeah, there are a lot of emphasis on F4, and I love Final Fantasy IV. It's one of my favourite Final Fantasies. It's really fun. I love seeing the HD versions of all the bosses. Seeing Zeromus and what it actually is meant to look like was amazing. I don't think I've ever seen an actual fully 3D model of Zeromus before. So seeing that for the first time in 6.5 was fantastic. What else? I can't really think of anything else to talk about. Characters were great. Things occurred. If I was to rank the patches, at the lowest it'll be 6.3, then 6.4, 6.2, 6.5, and then 6.1. 6.55 I would probably put with 6.1, actually. I really like this. It was short, sweet, and it did what it needed to do. But that's it. I'm going to skip this. We'll make it go faster at least. Oh, I can do that. Let's skip this. There we go. Oh no, wait. Is that actually it? Is there no cutscene? Oh! Okay, no, it's okay. Fuck. I thought we weren't going to find out what was going on with Thancred. It was just going to be a mysterious asshole. Lest you wonder where your passage to Thrall, Erenville will arrange a ship for his guild. You need only worry about your own preparations. Speaking of which, please take this at a rugged and a ready knapsack. May it serve you well in your coming adventures. Now I'm not sure where departure will be. Rest assured, I'll let you know when I hear something. Till then, please take it easy. What is this? Used to acquire knapsack. What is this? Cutscene. Yes! I'm so glad. I'm so glad we got another cutscene. Good. Meanwhile, in Limbs of Laminza, Thancred, what are you doing? Oh!
When does the next ship set sail?
May I ask your destination?
My husband. That's a hand.
North and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time.
West, you say?
It's a coincidence that everyone is going to Thrall. I did enjoy how much Estinian appeared in the trailer. I do think that he's going to have a big role in the story, considering how much he appears. Like, he had like a whole good 30 seconds to himself, and I'm fine with it. Meanwhile, are we going to see all the characters going towards Taval? Is that what this is? Yeah. Oh, I like this. This is cool. You've been invited to Smash. I'm sorry, Taval.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
Yeah, we're all coming together. We're all gonna be there.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition.
Yeah, what is the petition for? Like, why is Thancred going? Who is he working for, I wonder? Is it someone he knows?
Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Yeah!
Then
The
let us delay no
boys!
further and secure passage on a vessel.
Well, Graha ends up there too. But how does he end up there? Maybe he isn't. Maybe they just put him in the trailer so we could be satiated.
This will be a mission to remember.
The shading on my clothes is going insane right now. They holding hands? Oh, I was about to lose my mind.
We make for Taral.
Yeah, the boys! Meanwhile, watching in the distance, Ishtola, flying on high. Imagine if Ishtola doesn't appear at all in this patch. That's great. Oh, it's me. What am I doing here? There's no one here? This doesn't feel like accurate. Why would there be no one here? Oh, we're getting a little tease. What's happening?
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
Oh, it's the Selkie. Damn it.
Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World.
He knew. He knew we'd end up there at some point. That's great. That's wonderful. Weigh anchor now, the tide is high, and dawn of new adventures nigh. Row forth to break Horizon's bond, to tread the gilded... Fucked! It was so quick! No! Emmett Silk has been added to the Unending Codex? Where's the Unending Codex? Where is it? 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 Where's the Unending Codex game? Where is it? Where is it? Well, I don't know where it is. To record a trust finder journal. Oh, how do I access this? FF14 Unending Codex. How access? Okay, the collection, right? Where's the collection? Where's the collection? Oh, I don't know how to access it. Look on the duty bottom. Wait, what? How do I actually get this up? Timers. Order. Click on the duty option. To access, click on the duty option, then click the collection option. Oh, wait. I'm blind. Where is he? Ah! What does it have to say about him? A man whose name was Hades, a man who once lived. But he no longer lives anymore. He lives on in the hearts of everyone. Oh, look at this. I love their little clothes they have. Wonderful. Right. That is it, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, because this is the last part of it too. The last time we use this display and thumbnail. We'll be continuing on in Final Fantasy XIV in about 6 months. Probably more than that, actually. It's going to be a long time until we come back, and it's going to be sad, but we'll be back. I might even do a build-up to it, maybe a stream or something, I don't know, we'll see. But that is it. I hope you all enjoyed this playthrough of Endwalker. It has been wonderful, especially doing this with a free company. I've loved doing all these parts, and I'm looking forward to going about launcher. I don't know how I'm going to be recording it, because I don't want to really... Because I know everyone else will be playing it too, and I might have instances where I can jump in with VC with them. So I think it might be longer parts, or I might split them up into like stream lengths maybe. We'll see. Still got 8 months until I decide that, or 6 months. It seems to have caught me in a pretty precarious predicament. I've been perusing new means of acquiring gil, you see, thinking of potential endeavours we might undertake in future. It wouldn't do my coffers wanting at a critical junction. I mean, you could just ask like one of our many friends for something, but yeah, maybe not. Maybe that's not for the best. Right, that is it. We'll see Vahana soon for Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail, the latest expansion. I'll see you then. Goodbye.